There's nothing more annoying than a pesky former communications officer revealing way too much, particularly when you've also got a troublesome relative in the background too. Who are we talking about? Guess who? Hi, Neil Sean here in the heart of London. Good evening, in fact. Hope you're keeping well and thank you for your company today. Yes, once again we're out filming late at night. You wonder what I'm doing late at night, don't you? We'll just leave it there, shall we? But of course we've got a big breaking story for you, all about two of our favourite royals, but one in particular, in fact, that's having a bit of a troublesome time. And that's all thanks to that terrible thing that happens in the world of business, finance, and of course celebrity, trust. So let me explain. As we now know, the former communications officer for Meghan Markle, one-time royal and of course cable TV actress, has basically, well, kind of spilt a lot of beans over the last few days, revealing the fact that of course Meghan did help, through him, to support that book, for want of a better word, you know. We can't say help write it, I guess you could say she helped shape the narrative. Now, I don't know if you've read the book. It's doing very well if you want to bargain on Amazon, is all I'm saying. It's odd, isn't it? You would have thought that this particular publicity push might have helped sell it a little bit more, but seemingly not. But as ever, back to the story. Now, it's interesting because out of the woodwork has popped, of course, Samantha, Meghan's half-sister. Now, she's been given a really rough time by a lot of people over the last few years, simply basically saying that they didn't believe some of the stories, and of course that she was just a troublemaker. But now she too is re-looking at the book and looking at possible legal action. Now, let me explain the background to this, because obviously she features in the book. I'm not quite sure because I've never read it myself. But basically what she's now claiming is that, you know, she could go for defamation of character. Not necessarily against Meghan, but against the authors. This is a really tricky thing for the publisher, the authors, and of course this ongoing court case. Now we know Samantha's not a shy girl. She wrote her own book herself, I think called The Diary of a Pushy Princess or something like that. And again, you know, was quite revealing in that, but she didn't have a mega publishing deal behind her. Now, as ever on the show, we always have to say allegedly, but this could prove to be very costly and very difficult for both Meghan and Harry, simply because they could never have foreseen the fact that this particular information could have come out. And really, it's opening a huge can of worms. Now, whether they're true or the claims are not true, we don't know, and it all remains to be seen. But whichever way you have to look at it, whatever they thought they were going to get away with, or indeed convince people of their own narrative, is really exploding now in the wrong direction. And could Samantha, the half-sister that she hasn't seen for many years, be actually the undoing of all of this? Neil Sean in the heart of London.